All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live New York session. It is April 14, 2023. So before we get started, we want to check the news here. And as we can see on the news, we have some news at 8:30, but that's past. We have some news at 10 o'clock, so we're going to watch out for that. I'm not necessarily sure that this is the type of news that really affects price as far as the volatility, but we might see a little volatility at 10 o'clock, so we'll watch out for that. So we're going to do NAS100 for today. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to turn on the cheat code indicator and see if we have a buy or sell signal at current price, which at this point down here, we don't. And it looks like price is resting on this Bollinger Band. So we might get a signal maybe on the 15-minute, but we did have a signal in the last high here. So it did give a valid sell, and we tested at HMA and went down here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what is the overall trend. We could clearly see price was overall bearish. The price just went into a downward spiral ever since then. Every single high that you see here is lower than this high here. So we can say the price is overall bearish at this point. But now what we're going to do is go to the 15-minute time frame and really try to confirm all this. So now on the 15-minute time frame, we're going to look and see what is the current trend. We can clearly see that at the current trend, price is definitely overall bullish. This is the last swing low that we see. Well, this is the most recent swing low, but this swing low really created a huge up move, okay, all the way up to this high here. So, and then it looks like this high is bigger than this previous high. So price is currently bullish. So we're going to raise this trend line here, and that's what we're going to look at. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is, so we're going to look at the most recent, we're going to look at the most recent low. And so that is going to be that one here, okay? And then when we look at this move, it created this most recent high here, okay? Now we're going to look at for broken structure. So let me do the swing low here. Swing high here, okay? Now, when we look at the broken structure, we can see that price did a pullback here and then pushed on up. So we could say that there was broken structure off of this high right here. And when we take off Fibonacci and go from the most recent low to the most recent high, we can kind of see price respecting this 50% area right here already. So we could put, so this is breaker structure. And then we can put pretty much our buy zone here. So then we can draw a zone right here, because it will fit this area. So more likely it's valid. So now when we bring everything down here, we're going to turn on the indicator and look what we have. We have a cheat code buy. So more likely it's probably a valid buy, okay? So then what we're going to do is just save our progress. So I'm going to go for the buy here. And the very next thing I'm going to shoot for is the next structure, which is probably going to more likely be possibly wiping out this high here, this previous high here. That's probably where it's going to do, maybe up to this high. So I'll just shoot for this high up here. And that's what I'm going to be pretty much be looking for. I put my stop loss up here. And so when we look at, we have 10 minutes until the 9:30 candle. So we'll wait for the 9:30 candle, and then we'll see if price starts to push up in that area, which is kind of already pushing up in that area. But we want to wait to see if the next candle closes above this HMA. Once it does that, then we're probably safe to take the buy. So we have, again, a little bit over 10 minutes. So I'll pause this recording, and then we'll make our decision at 9:30 and wait for that confirmation. Be right back. So we have about 20 seconds left until the 9:30 candle. So we'll see what the next candle does and see if it closes below this HMA. And if it does, we'll buy it up. 3, 2, 1. Yep, it closed above. So we're gonna buy it up. So once I get into profit, I'll resume this recording. We'll see what we get out of this. Be right back. So I closed my first partial trade. It looks like price bought all the way up. So I'm gonna close my second partial trade. Yep, $84 profit. Awesome. So let me go ahead and document this, these results, and I'll resume this recording. While I'm documenting my results, you can see that this cheat code buy after retesting the HMA was a very valid entry. Look at that there. So remember I said price was going to buy up and it hit my take profit at the top, and then that being said. So this was a very valid trade. Be right back. All right, guys, so I documented the results. I'm going to go show you the results in a minute. But before we do that, and I did this on demo because this strategy is super, super simple and fire. The trading range analysis is super simple as well. I love it. So I want to perfect this strategy because I know once I do that, when I go live next month, it's going to be bananas. So like we mentioned before, I look for price to actually come back down to this buy zone, which technically it did because this wick actually hit it and pushed it up. At the 9:30 candle, this candle closed above the HMA and it shot all the way up. Let's look to see how many points that was. That was all the way to this point. That was over 600 points of NAS that bought up and counting because price is still pushing up. That's amazing. So I'm going to show you guys the results that I got in my demo. Give me 1 second. And this is my demo for NVFX, of course. So first partial trade, $58. Second partial trade, $27. So made a total of $84.76 on this trade. All right. So that's the results that we got. So we did good on this. Just goes to show that this cheat code analysis, this cheat code indicator and trading range analysis is very valid. And notice that price brought all the way up to this zone here. I was thinking it was going to come up to here, but I figured it was going to come up into this area. I thought I had drew a zone here earlier, but I didn't. But this is very valid. So now we have a cheat code sell. So yep, so it looks like price is done making this move, but this was a very good move. You can even see here, here's the HMA. So price definitely closed above the HMA, and that's what resulted in this move. So we did very good on this live session. I'm going to do a back testing session on this in a couple of minutes, just to kind of go over exactly how we did this. All right. So see you guys in the back testing session, and take care.